Weekly Outdoor Plus is a new and exciting outdoor show right here on Fox 55 WFXS, now on at 9:30 a.m. Sunday mornings, presented by Bucks and Bulls Archery in Stevens Point. Starring new owner Gary Hintz. His youngest son, the show pro, Jace Hintz. And the show producer, creator, and host, his oldest son, Seth Hintz. So now sit back and relax and get ready to learn about archery and the world of the outdoors. Today we are following along with Scott, Austin, and Cade Stankowski out on a fishing trip with Ice Fishing Adventures going after some whitefish.
Okay, here we are out of Dykesville, fishing with Kelly. Just got in here. What do you think of this?
It's nice. Pretty nice.
Heated, all ready for us to come in.
And it didn't take long for them to start pulling fish off the bottom.
You want that spoon to hit the bottom. It brings them in, and then those fish will generally come up and hit that top. 90% of your fish are going to come on that top slider.
First fish.
Keep that one. You can bounce. It's already bounced it.
Yeah.
We had a double.
Petrified.
There we go, first whitefish. It's a nice one, huh?
Yeah, it's a real nice fish.
Yeah. Caught that with a jigging wrap right off the bottom with these things. Thanks, Kelly.
Yeah.
We almost had a double, but Randy, what did you get? Randy got a rock.
Spoon, Swedish pimple, any spoon, Castmaster, whatever you want. On the bottom, 12 inches up, barrel swivel. I use 100th ounce ball head jig with some plastics, and then tip everything with wax worms. That's what you get.
I tell you what, it's what is it, 3 degrees outside, and we're nice and toasty warm in here, huh? I'm about ready to take my jacket off.
Yeah, it's warm in here.
Yeah.
Fish number 4.
Good, Randy.
I think Randy's got it figured out.
Good. Easy, easy, easy. Nice job, CJ.
Yeah.
How'd that feel?
Great.
Your first whitefish, huh? And you caught him on the bottom one?
Yeah.
Austin's the only one who hasn't caught.
Did he bite, or did all of a sudden he was there?
Well, he didn't. He didn't bite. All of a sudden, he was just. All of a sudden, he was just there. I felt like a weight on my pole, Dad, and then I jigged it a little more, and then I'm like, the weight's still there. I think I should reel it off.
Ooh, fog, eh?
Yep.
Down. That's a nice one. Good fish.
Push on. There you go. How many is this for you now?
2.
How many's your brother got?
0.
Oh, that's a nicer one.
Yep. Okay, hold on. Hold on. Give me slack.
First fish of the day for you, Austin.
Nice job.
Still, you're in last place, Austin.
Skunk is gone.
Skunk
Everyone's
is-
got one. On the bottom.
Yeah.
Took this spoon. How many fish total?
10.
You sure?
Mm-hmm.
See?
3, 3, 2, 2.
There he is. He's on the bottom. Just get him to come up. Yeah, he's coming up. He's thinking about it. Ooh, there he comes. Go ahead. Bring it up. There you go. Nice work, man.
Kelly, if somebody wanted to reach you, how would they reach you?
You can email me at icefishingadventures@gmail.com or give me a call at 715-441-7859.
And this is out of Dykesville.
Yep, we're fishing out of Dykesville right now. So as long as the fishing stays good, we're going to stick around here. And I'm planning on moving.
So how long have we been fishing, Cade?
Not even an hour.
Not even an hour, and we're almost halfway done, huh?
Yeah.
Like,
So do you say the fishing's pretty good?
yeah, I'd
Yeah.
say we've been out here 30 minutes at the most.
Okay.
Oh! Oh! Barely got it.
Hold on, because you're hooked.
Yeah, I know.
Focus. Hook to the bottom.
No, it's not.
Here he is. Here he comes.
It's not all that big.
Hey, he's out of his slump.
That's a nice one here.
Oh, hey, we just got another one. Man, we're almost done in here. Lunch is almost ready, huh?
Yep.
Awesome. Awesome. This is a great day.
That's the hog of the day, man.
Yeah, it is.
Oh, it's nervous. I'm still shaking.
2 big buckets, 6-gallon buckets of fish.
Those are some big whitefish too, aren't they?
Yeah, they are.
Stay tuned because later the boys take their fish to Michele's restaurant to see what Chef Thad wants to make with them today. Bucks and Bulls Archery in Stevens Point is now under new ownership and has a new location. Stop down to 3272 Church Street and meet the new owner, Gary Hintz. His fully stocked pro shop carries Matthews, Hoyt, and many more products to serve all your needs. They also do all repairs for any style and full customizations. Leagues and lessons will begin soon, so stop in today and check out what's new, because we're confident that we can get you from in here to out there. Bucks and Bulls Archery, Stevens Point, Wisconsin.
Real deal mineral. Deer eat it gone.
Real Deal Mineral is the real deal. Other minerals on the market contain up to 70% salt. Real Deal has less than 7% salt and more of the minerals deer need to grow bigger horns. And bigger horns mean bigger trophies.
I tried Real Deal Mineral for the first time, and I had over 1,000 pictures on my trail cameras in less than a week.
Real deal mineral.
Available here at Bucks and Bulls Archery, Stevens Point, or realdealmineral.com.
Hi, welcome to Frank's Hardware in Stevens Point, Wisconsin.
Proud to be family owned and operated since the 1940s. Conveniently located on Highway 10, Frank's Hardware is all your general hardware needs, and we specialize in a wide variety of products, meaning all of your paint, lawn and garden, plumbing, electrical, and many more of those household needs. Not only do we have a new one,
But we can show you how to fix what you already have. Did you know Frank's Hardware also offers a wide variety of services?
so stop on down to Frank's Hardware today. We don't just have great products.
But we have great service.
Why does your phone work so good here and mine can't even find service?
That's because I went to Sopa Cellular in Plover, Wisconsin.
Sopa Cellular is conveniently located in the village, right next to Menards. Stop in and check out why they have the most affordable unlimited text and data smartphone plans. They offer LG, Samsung, HTC, Motorola, and many other top quality Android market devices. Sopa Cellular has all your accessories for any style of phone, with hundreds to choose from, so they are sure to have the deal you're looking for. Make Sopa Cellular your Element Mobile headquarters and stop down to 1813 Park Avenue in Plover today. Alright, now it's time for one of our more exciting segments here on Weekly Outdoor Plus. It's where we get to keep our fans connected with the show. Don't forget, you can send in your pictures to weeklyoutdoorplus@live.com or link them up to us on Facebook to get in this segment of our show. Our first picture this week comes from our good buddy Adam, who found out this creek was a little bit deeper than it looked. Our next couple pictures Gary sent me after shed hunting a little bit down in southern Illinois. Here he is with his haul from one day. Next up we have Cole and Colin, excited to be shooting bows at Bucks and Bulls Archery. Next we have Macy, who got first place at her first shoot ever after practicing at Bucks and Bulls Archery. Next up we have Jeff and Molly shooting at the Badger State Games. Congratulations on first place, Molly. And here's Haley and Casey, also shooting in the Badger State Games this year. A lot of practice and hard work sure pays off for these two girls. And here's Casey with one of her first place archery trophies. Way to go, Casey. So stop on down to Sopa Cellular today and check out all their great deals, and stay tuned for more Weekly Outdoor Plus action.
Here we are at Michele's restaurant again with Chef Thad Klasinski. He has graciously hosted us, and you just saw some great footage of me and the boys catching some great whitefish action out on Bay of Green Bay with Ice Fishing Adventures charters. And Thad, what do you have set up for us today?
Well, today Scott and the boys have brought in whitefish for me, and I don't have that out and claim to you yet, but we'll bring that out shortly. What I have are all the vegetables and all the seasonings that'll go into what I call a traditional Door County fish boil. The only thing that may not be traditional today is we're going to be working with fillets, and fillets don't have some of the fats that we so often see when we go to Door County, where these fish were caught. Off your Dykesville, from what I understand. Traditionally, a whitefish fish boil is no chunked up whitefish, but everything else will be the same. So some of the ingredients we're going to use today, we're going to have celery, carrot, bay leaf, chicken base, so chicken bouillon with fat, peppercorns. Scott has brought in some Yukon Gold potatoes. Two different potatoes could be used for a fish boil. We could use a baby red. He has fingerling Yukon Golds, which have great interior color, as I'll show you when I prep them, and have a real good nutty flavor as well, so a good choice. I'm going to use two different types of onions, the white onion and a purple onion, sweet, little tangier, and just straight lemon. There's a seasoning that we'll use to add to all of it that I've used in other recipes on some of the shows, and that's just Old Bay seasoning. The name implies it has crushed up bay leaves in it, but it also has other things like paprika, onion powder, and things of that nature. Often used for crab boils. We're going to use it for a fish boil today. Biggest secret to a good fish boil. We want to start in that boiling water the vegetables that take the longest to cook. In this case, it's going to be our root vegetable, a potato. But after I peel these potatoes, I'm going to put them in a bath with cold water. Cold water will take some of the starch out of the potato. It'll also keep them from graying or oxidizing. I imagine if you were a green person, as I think we all should be, this is very compostable. They'll look a lot like this here. Again, going by the order of cooking time. Takes the longest, second longest, and so on and so forth. So then we have quarters that are going to be put into the soup stock, that is the stock that we're going to be boiling the fish in as well. Last but not least, citrus. We want some lemon. You could use lime. You could even use orange, I'd imagine, but I think a citrus of lemon or lime would be most appropriate for seafood. And I'm going to just cut these into quarters. These are going to be cooked in the brine. So we're going to get a lemon flavor in the water that the whitefish is going to be boiled in. I won't add the lemons until I add the fish. As I said to you earlier, traditionally whitefish are prepped for boils by chunking them or staking them. So they would take this fish as these gentlemen have prepared it, but then they would scale it and then they would chunk it up, maybe into 2-inch steaks like that, 1 to 2 inch steaks, leave the tail on, and that would be the meat that would go into the fish boil. The reason they do that is because all the fat is left in the fish. So what happens at the end of that fish boil, when the fish comes to its second boil, fat floats to the top, creates a foam on top, and then they turn the heat way up on it, fat overflows on outside of the pot, hits the flame, and whoosh, this big flame presentation show. It has zero to do with cooking the fish other than giving it that fat flavor, but it does create that beautiful presentation of the flame over, as they call it. We're not doing any of that. We're going to be safe. We're going to fillet the fish. There's our fillet. In here is a pin bone. And honestly, these are such small fish. The pin bone is going to be quite small, but it sticks straight down. It's even with the amount of ribs. So there's a pin bone that goes straight down, 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 halfway between the top of the rib cage and the top of the loin. I'm going to just channel cut that out. And yes, you're going to waste a little meat. So now there's no pin bone. We're going to skin it. To skin it, I'm going to use a bigger knife. Whenever we skin fish, we want a knife blade that's wider than the fillet that we're skinning. And as you can see, as I run the knife along the skin, it comes off pretty easily. And on the back side, you'll see what's called the lateral line. Deep water fish, myoglobin, heavy red color. I'm lucky enough that most of that has stuck to the skin. That has a muddy taste. A lot of your impurities will end up in that part of the fish. So with many fish, ocean and freshwater alike, we will, as a restaurant, as a group of chefs, remove the brown lateral line.
A lot of restaurants don't do that, I've noticed that.
Well, that's why we are who we are, right? We're lucky enough to be fishermen first and chefs second. We have in this colander, I have rinsed. I don't know what their bag was. How many fish do you think? This is 10 fish. So 10 apiece. How many fish do you think are in here, Scott?
I think there were 14 fish.
So 14 fish, and he's got 5 to 7 pounds of boneless, skinless fish pieces. This could easily feed a family of 10 to 15 people, and what a beautiful catch.
Stay tuned to see the product of Chef Thad's Fish Boil.
Real Deal Mineral. Deer eat it gone.
Real Deal Mineral is the real deal. Other minerals on the market contain up to 70% salt. Real Deal has less than 7% salt and more of the minerals deer need to grow bigger horns. And bigger horns mean bigger trophies.
I tried Real Deal Mineral for the first time, and I saw bucks on camera I never knew I had.
Real Deal Mineral.
Available here at Bucks and Bulls Archery, Stevens Point, or realdealmineral.com.
Hi, welcome to Frank's Hardware in Stevens Point, Wisconsin.
Proud to be family owned and operated since the 1940s. Conveniently located on Highway 10, Frank's Hardware is all your general hardware needs, and we specialize in a wide variety of products, meaning all of your paint, lawn and garden, plumbing, electrical, and many more of those household needs. Not only do we have a new one,
but we can show you how to fix what you already have. Did you know Frank's Hardware also offers a wide variety of services?
So stop on down to Frank's Hardware today. We don't just have great products,
but we have great service.
Bucks and Bulls Archery in Stevens Point is now under new ownership and has a new location. Stop down to 3272 Church Street and meet the new owner, Gary Hintz. His fully stocked pro shop carries Matthews, Hoyt, and many more products to serve all your needs. They also do all repairs for any style and full customizations. Leagues and lessons will begin soon, so stop in today and check out what's new, because we're confident that we can get you from in here to out there. Bucks and Bulls Archery, Stevens Point, Wisconsin. Looking for a fun, state-of-the-art facility to shoot your bow this winter? Blackhawk Archers in Polonia, Wisconsin wants you to join their club. Located just 15 minutes east of Stevens Point on County Road Z, Blackhawk Archers has a heated indoor range for both 3D and spot target shooters. Leagues will be forming soon, and they also will have open shoots for the public this winter. Check out blackhawkarchers.net to stay up to date and for more information. Or stop into Bucks and Bulls Archery in Stevens Point for membership forms. We'll see you there.
And what I'm going to tell you about today is Black Hawk Archers. It's state-of-the-art, one of the nicest indoor archery ranges in the state of Wisconsin. Next club meeting is going to be February 3rd. And if you want to get involved, you want to be a member, if you just want to check it out, February 3rd would be a good time to go. It's 6:30 p.m. on that day. And then on Sundays, noon to 4, you can go in there. And it's open shooting for anybody. Members are free. Non-members have a real small fee to pay to shoot. And then we got February 7th and 8th. We got an indoor 3D brush shoot. And it's set up with 3D targets, and they put like trees and corn stalks and fences and stuff in front of some of the targets, kind of make the little trick shots. But it is, you can get your arrows through always. It's always a nice shot, but it's just kind of like the outdoor stuff where it's like real hunting. It's kind of neat. Black Hawk Archers are really excited about holding one of the legs at a Triple Crown. It's a 3-tournament combined scores in central Wisconsin. And Black Hawks is March 15th and 16th. If you could check that out, maybe shoot in it if you want. And if you want more information on this club, you stop here at Bucks and Bulls Archery, 3272 Church Street, and we'll give you registration forms, and we'll tell you all about the club, because we're all members. We shoot leagues out there, and we know a lot about it. And the couple of guys that work here actually run the leagues out there, so it's kind of a nice thing. And if you want to check out the website, it's blackhawkarchers.net. And then I know there's some pictures that are indoor range, outdoor range, and some of the upcoming events and the meetings and stuff are all on there, so blackhawkarchers.net.
Before experiencing it, you won't know dependability. Unless you've drawn it, you haven't felt smooth. Until you shoot it, you've yet to be this accurate. The Matthews Creed.
Available at Bucks and Bulls Archery in Stevens Point, Wisconsin. And now back with Chef Thad of Michele's restaurant, where we're preparing some Wisconsin whitefish.
See, we have a turkey cooker, right? We've got just plain tap water in there right now, coming to a brisk boil. The first thing I have to do is get some salt in that water, and I'm gonna get my salt from my chicken stock. I have probably 2 quarts of water in here. Check that, I have a gallon of water in here, okay? I'm gonna put a full cup of chicken base, okay? Once again, chicken base is chicken broth or bouillon with fat, right? You can buy it at the store. If you felt I don't need any more fat in my diet, you could just use plain chicken broth. There's a product at the grocery store called George Washington's broth. It comes in little packets. Weiler's is another company that makes just plain chicken bouillon or broth. Good. Remember the story? Vegetables that take the longest to cook are the ones that go in first. So I have some Yukon Golds here. 5 minutes have passed. The potatoes have been boiling. I'm guessing they're cooked about halfway to 3/4 of the way through. I'm going to take my next vegetable, my carrots, second longest to cook. I'm going to put them in the boiling water. And about another 5 minutes have passed. And now we're going to go to our third vegetable. We're going to add onions and celery. Both of these I can add at the same time. How easy is that? A big pot of vegetables boiling. Oftentimes what we'll do when we're in Canada doing our fish boils with fish like firm fish like northern, even walleye fillets we've used, once the fish is cooked and we've plated it onto a serving platter, we'll save the broth that we have and we'll use it for soup the next day, and it's just a wonderful flavor. So you've got fish flavored chicken stock, and we use it. We'll maybe bring some dry egg noodles with us and boil those separately and have a bowl of feel-good soup. I'm going to add some bay leaves as well. Peppercorns. I think I'm going to do about a teaspoon of peppercorns. Great flavor, but they sometimes, in young kids, they get stuck in their teeth. They bite into it. They say, "What was that, Dad?" And this water is now coming to a boil again. I'm going to add the lemons. And then we're going to cover it and let this come to a real brisk boil. I'll be back at you in about 5 minutes. The whitefish fillets we're going to chunk up into about, I don't know, what would be a good bite, not a bite size, but a plating size. So maybe like 2-ounce pieces of fish. And it probably will do you well also, because that whitefish, after you pin bone it, tends to break it to odd pieces, and this will make it at least present a little more uniform. Okay, kids, what's this called again? What's the brown part here?
The bloodline.
Lateral line, the bloodline. So I'm guessing once again Scott screwed this up, but there I just pulled it out. So that's all that heavy myelin, that part that we don't want, that bloodline. Boys, would you run outside and check to see if the water's come to a brisk boil? Is it to a boil?
Yeah, it's boiling.
That's beautiful. Let's do it, guys. Okay, I've got the water. As you can see, it's coming.
Dad, you forgot the Old Bay
Oh
seasoning.
my goodness. Let's get that in. So at least one of us is on the ball. Good job, Kate. So we have our Old Bay seasoning. I'm going to add that now as well. I'm going to add probably 1/4 cup of Old Bay seasoning. That's done. Thank goodness, Kate. Thank you very much. Scott, if you could grab me the slotted spoon there. I'm going to mix everything up. If you can get the camera over here, I think we have enough light. So let's do a brisk boil. Yes, wonderful. I'm going to put the fish right in the water. Some people, when they do their boils, will take a basket and drop it in. I, for one, think we can pick through it all, and once it's, I think it presents itself better, and I can also do it once it's cooked. So I'm just going to take the fish, put it right in the boiling water. I was taught, as I am with much cooking, keep your hands off the stove, keep your hands off the pot, and let it sit and do its own stuff. I listened to a little bit of it, not everything. So I'm just going to push the fish down a little. I'm not going to stir it. I'll remember what was told to me in the past. I'm going to put a cover on it. And honestly, once that water comes to a boil again, that'll be my signal that this fish is done. How long will that take? 5 below zero? What do you think?
5 minutes.
5 minutes? Okay. I see a lot of steam coming off the pot. You zoom in here, I have a feeling we're going to have a full boil going on here. Oh wait, I got to check my watch. You're a minute off. Took 6 minutes. Looks like it's boiling, doesn't it, boys?
Yep.
Yeah,
All right,
definitely.
that's awesome. I'm not going to touch the fish much. I'm going to try to get all the way underneath it. Let it drain a little. And the reason I don't want to mix the water or stir the brine is because, especially with a filleted whitefish, the meat is so flaky and tender, it'll break into too many small pieces and it'll be hard to serve.
Dad, this smells delicious.
Oh, I'm going to take a little bit of this broth, and I'm just going to bring it into the kitchen with us. We're back in the kitchen. I'm just about to bring it out to my guests in the dining room. As I said to you before, I'm going to take some fresh lemon juice and I'm going to squeeze it onto the fish right before it goes out. I have 2 condiments. I have drawn butter, clarified butter with the milk fat taken off, and I have some vinegar. I'm going to use some red wine vinegar rather than malt vinegar. You can use whatever kind you like. Red wine is one of my favorites. And now we are off to the dining room.
Thank you for watching this week's episode of Weekly Outdoor Plus presented by Bucks and Bulls Archery in Stevens Point, Wisconsin. Don't forget to check us out online at facebook.com/weeklyoutdoorplus. See you next week.